Here's a conversation I have had probably a dozen times. Cyclist tells me they want to get stronger. I ask if they're doing any strength work. They say no, because they don't want to get bulky. They're not sure what lifts actually to help on the bike, and honestly, they don't know where to begin with any of it. And I get it. The gym can feel like a completely foreign language when your whole world is watts and cadence. But here's what I have seen. Over 20 years of riding and working with cyclists, the ones who add smart strength work, they climb better, they sprint better, and they stay injury free longer. No exception. So today we are going to break this down. Practically, no fluff. I'm Mukund, and this is Ask The Pedalist. Let's get this out of the way first, because it stops more cyclists from even trying than anything else. Strength training will not make you bulky. That outcome, the one you are picturing, requires a very specific combination of volume, diet, and in many cases, other variables that you are simply not going to stumble into by doing 2 or 3 sessions a week of cycling focused strength work. What you'll get is stronger muscle fibers, better neuromuscular coordination, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain talks to your legs more efficiently, and more power at threshold. Studies on endurance athletes who added concurrent strength training, meaning they kept their cycling and added lifting, consistently show improvements in time trial performance and economy. That means you go faster for the same perceived effort. The bulk fear is a myth. Discard it. Now let's move on. When you're on the bike, your primary movers are your quads, glutes, and hamstrings. But the muscles that hold everything in position, your core, your hip stabilizers, your posterior chain, those are doing constant work that most cyclists completely ignore. That's where the breakdown happens. Not at the big muscles, at the supporting cast. Cyclists notoriously have weak glutes relative to their quads. This imbalance leads to knee tracking issues, lower back pain on long rides, and inefficient power transfer. Because if your hip isn't stable, energy leaks out of every pedal stroke. So what does your body actually need from a strength program? 3 things. 1. Single leg strength. Cycling is a unilateral sport. Both legs pedal independently. If one leg is significantly weaker, it compensates, and eventually something breaks down. 2. Hip and glute activation. Most desk workers and even a lot of riders have underactive glutes. If your glutes don't fire properly, your lower back takes over. That's a problem at mile 2. It's a bigger problem at mile 50. 3. Core stability. Not core strength. There's a difference. You don't need to crunch your way to a six-pack. You need to be able to hold a rigid torso under load. That's what transfers power to the pedals instead of bleeding it into your spine. So what do you actually do? Here's where I would have any cyclist start, regardless of experience in the gym. 1. Goblet squat. It's simple. It teaches proper squat mechanics, loads the quads and glutes, and keeps you upright. Start with a light dumbbell or kettlebell. Even a sandbag will do. 3 sets of 10 should get you started. 2. Romanian deadlift. This is your hamstring and glute developer. Done properly, it also teaches hip hinge mechanics, which carries over to sprinting and climbing out of the saddle. 3 sets of 8 should do it. 3. Single leg deadlift or split squat. Pick one. This addresses the unilateral gap. Start with body weight or very light load. Your balance will be terrible at first. That's the point. Stick with it. 4. Plank variations and dead bugs. Your core work. Not crunches, not sit-ups, planks, side planks, dead bugs. Movements that train your trunk to resist movement under load. That's it to start. 4 movements. 2 days a week. Keep it to 45 minutes or less. A few rules that matter. Don't do strength sessions the day before a hard ride or a race. Schedule them after an easy day or after a hard ride, never the day before you need your legs. Keep the weight conservative for the first 4 to 6 weeks. Your goal is to learn the movements, not to max out. Injury in the gym sidelines your cycling. That defeats the whole point. Progress every 2 weeks. Either add a little weight, add a rep, or both. Simple linear progression works. Don't overcomplicate it. When does it start working? This is the question everyone wants answered, and I'm going to be straight with you. The first 4 weeks feel like nothing. You'll be sore. You might feel slightly more fatigued on the bike. That's adaptation. Your body is figuring out what you're asking it to do. By week 6 to 8, you'll notice stability on the bike improving. Climbing out of the saddle will feel more connected. Your lower back won't be the limiting factor on longer efforts. By week 12, 3 months in, riders consistently report measurable power improvements at threshold. Not because they got fitter on the bike, because they got structurally stronger off it. This is a long game, but it's a short commitment to get started. 2 days a week, 4 movements, 45 minutes. Here's what I want to leave with today. You don't need to become a weightlifter. You don't need to redesign your training. You need 2 days a week and 4 movements that address what cycling actually demands of your body. Goblet squat, Romanian deadlift, single leg work, core stability. Start there. If you want to dig deeper, we've got content at pedalmyway.com that connects strength work directly to on-bike performance. And if you're tracking your training, check out PMW FIT on Google Play, our workout app built specifically for cyclists and fitness athletes. And check out shop.pedalmyway.com for your spring and summer cycling gear. I'm Mukund. This is Ask The Pedalist. See you on the next one.